Okay, what's going on with all my money motivated stars? I want to make a quick video about the phrase grand rising and why so many people have a problem with it. You know what I mean? That's why I had to go ahead and show y'all the Facebook post and let y'all know this ain't no independent uproar like, oh, why they don't like that I say grand rising and all that. Because it's both sided. I have had problems in the past with that word. Not major problems, but people not being receptive to that phrase. Women, women that I chose to deal with. So in that post that y'all see, they saying if you use the phrase grand rising, you weird. You know what I mean? I've been saying we weird, so we passed it. Yeah, I am weird, and a lot of people who are on this vibration, we weird to a lot of the societal normal people. You know what I mean? The standards that they set for people to be. You know what I mean? So we beyond weird. But my thing is, I just dislike a lot of people who dislike the phrase and they don't know what it means. They don't know why you're transitioning from the phrase good morning to grand rising. So I'm here to tell people that, you know what I mean, for the ones, 'cause I know people who watch me, I know y'all know, but all them people in their Facebook post didn't know. You know what I'm saying? It's some people who did, spiritual people gonna pop up out everywhere and like, hey bro, what's wrong with you? But nah, man, good morning. Why wouldn't you want to swap that out? Cause just like everybody else, I was using the term good morning too. You know what I mean? When people were responding to me, good morning, it's normal. It's what we was programmed to do. And I seen somebody in that post said, they using that phrase knowing they wasn't raised like that. That's the point, bro. You don't supposed to do everything in this world that you was raised to do. Then you don't have your own mind. When you know what I'm saying? You basically saying, well, I wasn't raised off this program, so why am I doing it? You know what I mean? A lot of these programs we have to break, because when it comes to spirituality, and if you was raised off that type of program, it's a good program to be in, because spirituality doesn't keep you in a box. It doesn't say, okay, read this book and you done here. You know what I mean? Live your whole life off this book. Spirituality gives you room to grow. It says, whatever you find that this year may be whatever you find out to be true this year may be false to you next year. That's how you know you're growing, because you're gonna come through different channels of information, different vibrational tunes to raise you higher. You know what I mean? So when it comes to good morning, this is why they say don't use it no more, because morning is the cause when your loved one passed or things like that, and you say, I'm mourning this person, I'm mourning a loved one. So why would you wake up every morning and say, see, I got still sick program saying it. Why would you wake up every day saying good morning? And they say it's nothing good about morning. You know what I mean? So when it comes to the high vibrational phrase grand rising, that's a whole different vibration when you speaking life. You know what I mean? You like grand meaning magnificent, wonderful. You know what I mean? On a large scale. Just that word alone, grand, is a high vibrational word. Like they say 100 grand, 200 grand. Why you think they put grand on the back of that? Because it's magnificent. You know what I mean? They don't say $1, one grand. You know what I'm saying? They say like when it's multiple dollars behind it, not when it's just $1. So when they get up higher, that's when they put the grand on the back of it. You know what I mean? And then rising, that's what you actually doing. When you wake up, you're not mourning. You wake up, you're rising up out of the bed. You're rising for the occasion. Your elevation. What is the elevation? Elevation is rising up. You know what I mean? Even when you at a job. You know what I'm saying? This word can be used high vibrational anywhere, because when you're at a job, you're doing what you're supposed to. You're doing your job well, and they come and give you a what? They give you a raise. Rise. Your pay is rising now. You know what I mean? So why wouldn't you want to implement that in your day-to-day speech when we know words are spells? We even had a spelling class. You know what I mean? A lot of these people are confused on this planet, and they get mad when people get it right and start straying away from the indoctrination. How are you mad when somebody's straying away and getting smarter? You know what I'm saying? Just because you choose not to elevate, why do you have a problem with people elevate? You know what I mean? Because when you get mad at stuff like that, you saying, hey, I choose not to elevate, but I'm going to look at everybody who is, and I'm just going to let them just rupture my skull. I'm just going to let them just get under my skin. You know what I mean? Because I understand if you don't want to grow, but if you don't want to grow, stop looking at the people who are growing. It's like a lot of people, they find people's channels like mine. They find people's channels like Yaki, and they get offended by everything Yaki is saying. I be hearing Yaki say, stop eating the meat, stop doing this, the processed foods. And all the people with the processed food, with the minds of the processed foods and meats, and they go run to their main channel and spew negativity. If you don't want to grow, you don't want to do what he's saying, why are you watching the content? You know what I mean? But like I said, in the past, I've dealt with females who I would say that to, like Grand Rising, you know what I mean? And they be like, oh my goodness. They'll say stuff like that, oh my gosh, or what's your sign after that, you know what I mean? And then they were like, oh, this makes sense. And I'm like, what you talking about? You know what I mean? It's like, but I know when they say that, because a lot of people, a lot of women, a lot of people, period, look at that as a red flag. You know what I'm saying? Saying Grand Rising. But they just don't know. When they not receptive to that word, us spiritual people, we look at that as a red flag that you don't like that phrase. You know what I'm saying? So it's a win-win. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, because anybody who reject anything I say spiritually, I know that I cannot be with that person. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not judging them, but it's just like, and that's what's crazy. Us spiritual people, we don't judge other people. It seems like it's always down there, 90% the religious people or the most indoctrinated people. Sometimes they don't even have to be religious, but they not spiritual. You know what I'm saying? They just going down the creek with no paddle. They just basically winging it. But they have a problem with people, you know what I'm saying, using spiritual phrases and stuff like that. It really irks their soul. But people like us, man, we know not to be judgmental, because we know once upon a time, we was matrixed up. We did a lot of matrix stuff. We did the same mundane stuff, and we carried on our life about the same ways. You know what I mean? We ate a lot of stuff that didn't make us feel good. So we got a certain level of understanding that most people don't have, because they never had any understanding on nothing. They just going out the program that they was programmed off of. You can't get mad at people like that. You know what I'm saying? And then now also was they programmed to do wrong stuff. People out here, they was programmed to, when they hear right stuff, to reject it. You know what I'm saying? If you truly spiritual, you know that's true. You know what I'm saying? So when it come down to it, spiritual people, if you're truly spiritual, you're not getting mad at anybody who's doing something that's not spiritual or not in alignment with themselves. There's a lot of stuff that I can see people doing that they ain't even in alignment with themselves. You know what I mean? But they still doing it. You know, just like you can peep out stuff that you feel that you're not in alignment when you're doing certain stuff. You know what I mean? I can see it on other people. But you know that when people still in that matrix programming, even if you try to help them out, if they're not listening, that's why I can talk to somebody for like 2 minutes. And I feel like they're not listening, I just end it. And they don't even know why I ended it. But it's just like, I still left on a good note to, you know what I mean, to not offend them. You know what I mean? Because you don't really want to offend no matrix person, because when you talking, they'll get mad at the words you use, and they'll just get mad to make you, and try to make you feel like you belittling them. You know what I mean? The whole time, they just don't know what you talking about. So when it comes down to the Grand Rising, man, it don't matter if you was programmed to say good morning. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all out here breaking the program of what we not supposed to be eating. And you know you don't supposed to be eating meat. Because even the doctors tell you it's like what I say, some people got to be around the elders who's eating like a trash diet and go to the doctor with them. Because as soon as they go to the doctor tell them lay off the red meats. They start putting more fruits and vegetables in your diet. So if they tell you to start putting more fruits and vegetables in your diet, and you like 60 or 70, 9 times out of 10, you was supposed to be putting more fruits and vegetables in your diet when you was goddamn 10, 12 years old. You know what I mean? But it's like they let the cancer and stuff build up, and they let you build an immunity. I mean, they let you get high off all these drugs, which is food, and they know you're not gonna really do right. So they're estimating your demise as soon as they tell you that, because they know, like, she's 60 years old, she is not gonna do right. You know what I'm saying? She be eating this all her life. You know what I'm saying? So when it come down to it, man, just because we are aware of the words we're using, we're aware of the soaps we're using, we're aware of the foods we put in our body, we're aware of the music we put in our ears, we're aware that the content that we looking at, you know what I'm saying, we're aware of all these different energies that they use for mass manipulation. You know what I mean? Even when it comes down to the liquor bottle, some of these liquor bottles are really shaped like potion bottles, because that's all it is. Alchemists making a certain specific liquid to make you turn you a certain type of way, open up a portal in your body. And like I said, it sounds woo-woo to people, even though they synced it. You know what I mean? Even the Gorgon Meal, the Smurfs dude, he used to have a potion bottle, mixing stuff up. You know what I mean? And then people will sit there and know magic is real. Magic is even in the Bible that they read, but they still don't pay attention. I don't believe in it. I don't believe. Why don't you believe in it and you reading it? You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't do magic, or you're not aware of the magic you're doing, because when you cut somebody out, or you saying a phrase and tell them that they ain't gonna be nothing in life, you're cursing them. You ain't even got to use a so-called curse word, but you're cursing them. You're putting a spell on them, saying you're trying to depict their future. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, a lot of people are using spells on a day-to-day basis. Just because you're not cognizant of it, that don't mean it's not happening. You know what I mean? Just because you like to have sex with a lot of people and you don't feel like it's affecting you, it's spiritual. You're cursing yourself. You're cursing your body, your vessel. Because a lot of people have so-called demons on them, dark energy on them, and you open up your vessel for anybody who like you, you're doing something spiritually wrong with your body. You know what I mean? So a lot of people got to be able to correct it. A lot of people, they don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? This is like I said, when I go to the store and I eat chips, sometimes I don't read the label because I know it's toxic in there. You know what I mean? So a lot of people use that coping mechanism when they go out and have sex with people. You know what I'm saying? They pay it no mind. They just go and do the act because they know it's going to make them feel good. You know what I'm saying? So when I eat them chips, I know they're going to make me feel good. Even though I'm not reading the label, I'm trying to ignore the red flags, you know? So a lot of people intentionally, like me, they ignore red flags of certain things or certain items just to get just to dismiss the fact that what they're doing is a wrong thing. You know what I mean? A lot of people know they spiritually doing wrong stuff when they do it. Because if you got a spirit or a soul, you gonna feel it. Just like the guy, I just call him Stacy, my bad for not knowing his name, but the dude who played on Lockdown, when he did that RA scene, you know what I mean? He said he felt spiritually wrong. And you sing after that, I ain't saying he didn't get no more movie roles, but his popularity died down. He was gonna be in a lot of movies. You can tell he was a good actor, you know what I mean? But like when you do something that's not in alignment with your spirit, that's what happens, man. You lower your vibration. That's why a lot of these celebrities, you may feel like their vibration is high. That's all because the energy of the people are on them. So that's the vibration that they're receiving. But without the energy of the people, that's why they go crazy and they start doing a lot of stuff for attention, because their vibration is very low. They're doing a lot of low vibrational things, just lowering their frequency. Come on, man, this Matrix ass. Damn, they must send this jet to go, you know what I'm saying? But they're doing it. They like, he's speaking on this jet. I gotta share this jet. But come on, man. This man is not letting up. Yo, this is my message. The mother cat. But yeah, a lot of these celebrities are very, very low vibrational. And they do a lot of low vibrational things in the bedroom. They sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, people. What else do they do? Yeah, they just do a lot of, they just give up their morals for a check. So you don't think that lowers their vibration? So that's why they need the vibration, the energy from the people. So they might just did some low vibrational stuff yesterday. But today, guess what? They're going up on a crowd of 50,000 people who all expecting to see that one person. Their energy is up. You know what I mean? They get their energy and money and vibration from the people. Without the people, those celebrities are nothing, because, not saying individually, they ain't nothing. I'm saying individually, they ain't nothing because they did a lot of low vibrational things. They didn't sit right with their spirit. They know why they was doing this on this couch or whatever, that it wasn't in alignment with their soul. But they did it. So it caused a shift in frequency, a vibration drop. You know what I mean? So they had to go get their energy elsewhere, which was a crowd of people. That's why you see them wearing ridiculous stuff, because they know they're going to get attention off these big boots. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is, man. But when it comes down to the word Grand Rising and all these other things that people don't understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop being so judgmental, because we as intellects, we not looking down on you, but we tend to find it more ignorant when you're not trying to comprehend or even go understand about a two-word phrase. That's something you can easily type in on YouTube, see what the meaning, or on Google to see what the meaning of that is, just to see why people use it. But you would just choose to take the road of everybody else and, yeah, that's weird, that's weird, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? No, what's weird is all the stuff we doing. What's weird is drinking cow's milk, and we full-fledged fucking humans. You know what I mean? And they ain't even no judgmental statement right there, because I used to love milk. I used to love nacho cheese, man, all that. But when you realize that's weird, just imagine. You might be drinking milk right now, I don't care. But just imagine going to the farm with a Cadillac and sucking on a cow titty. That would be weird. So you want to call me weird for using another phrase, Grand Rising? No, that is weird. For you to go in there and go on the farm and just bite on the chicken. Like I said, I'm not being judgmental, because I used to love those things, but it's just what we find weird in society and what we don't find weird. You know what I'm saying? It's not weird that we going to go get a bar of soap, and this bar of soap is known to cause skin cancer, but we still putting it on our body. If that's not weird, that's most definitely slow as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So just before you call somebody weird, write down a list of everything you doing today, and I guarantee you 90% of that list is gonna be weird as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only point I want to make in this video, man. Y'all be blessed, don't walk in this smoke. Hit the like button if you like the content, and share this for sure. You know what I'm saying? Let these folk recognize what's going on and what they actually doing. You know what I'm saying? To cause confusion with their own selves, man. Because when people realize what they doing, they'll tighten up. Y'all be blessed, don't walk in that smoke.